Void and Larry Lure at Midwest Mayhem Saga. His Net Civil War was a little bit disappointing, but he's starting to play very well at these Midwest Mayhems, winning the last one, continuing that momentum here.
It's the in-region power.
Oh yeah. Well, Ned used to actually finish kind of disappointingly at these. The first like 3 or 4 Midwest Mayhems, he would finish like 25th or 17th. That was before a pretty massive level up from Ned.
Oh, did you see how that up air didn't? That was very strange.
Didn't hit?
Yeah, it kind of went through his body, but it's a Smash 4. I don't question anything that much.
Cloud's hitboxes kind of have some interesting holes in them, like that up tilt doesn't hit behind when you think it would, stuff like that. But these Cloud players, they've been really understanding the character, so they understand like how they need to space those moves very well. Of
course, especially as the meta develops. It kind of looks dominant right now for Zero, continuously keeping Ned off the stage here.
And Ned, he's looking like he's kind of put in the corner, which is like exactly what Zero wants. We've seen how effective that corner pressure was when Zenodo played Ned. But this is a long set to go, of course. But this is a bad spot for Zero to be in. Okay, the double jump gets him out of that sticky situation. If he had fallen for like an air dodge or something, that could have been curtains.
That was a really strange backwards kind of non-limit cross slash there, like side.
I think it was, I don't know what it was meant to be, but
he did it in the air to catch his jump too, but unfortunately was just not going to be able to do anything. And following up with
all about that Geo combo today, dude.
Am I going to be seeing this now, like everywhere?
Yes, you are. You're going to see it on For Glory tonight.
I live on like the land of the ditties, guys. Don't do this to me.
Zero going to do a very smart recovery, saving that double jump all the way out of the monkey flip.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Cross slash there, recognizing Zero continuously was jumping in his face to continue with this fair pressure that we were seeing earlier. Excellent call out again.
That call out, what won him the set versus JJ, and it might be what wins him the set versus Zero here. We'll see. 100% is a pretty crooked number, though. Almost taking the stock with that football throw on the taxi platform.
Oh my goodness, he gets limit at the perfect time thanks to that banana.
Oh, he needed that limit. If he didn't sweet spot that ledge, I believe Zero had his number with that down smash. Down tilt being a pretty useful tool to get under that monkey flip, as it turns out.
Tries to look for that down smash on the ledge there. I feel like Ned's playing pretty defensive at this point.
Might be too little too late, and yes, that back air going to seal it. Zero taking a pretty convincing game one.
He was playing
not at all shaken from the first set.
He was playing pretty defensive around the end there, necessarily as he was at a really high percent. But there was at one point where Zero had whiffed something in front of him, and he was playing a little too defensive to the point where he unfortunately missed the opportunity to punish it.
I maybe would like to see a little bit more aggression from Ned. Like his Ned's movement was fine. It wasn't as remarkable as we've seen it before, though. Like, of course, Ned's movement is always going to be one of his strengths, but when he's moving all over, in and out of your face, in and out of that effective range so well, that's when he's his scariest. So let's see if he can pick up that movement again.
Yeah, that weaving in and out really could help you with your spacing as well. And oh my goodness, but it doesn't matter. This platform, the platform helping Zero extend on those back airs too, as the platform was carrying him towards Ned, as Ned was just trying to DI away. Poor Ned.
That cross slash stall again coming in the clutch, because Zero was fishing for that low climb hazard. All right, getting out of that forward smash. It's a scary spot to be, but Ned now is in a positional advantage. You always want to be under people when you're Cloud. Cloud very good at just pressuring from below. Now Ned, he needs to find a way back into Terra Firma. He needs to find a way to neutral. All right, he gets his ticket in. And this grab going to buy him a lot of advantage. Challenging the monkey flip, but I think that's a good trade for Zero.
Yeah, definitely a good trade for Zero. He's able to make it back into the stage safer.
All right, I think Ned understood the presence of that banana. Knew he had to throw out that limit defensively, even before trying to recover slowly the other way. This is a crooked number again for Zero, and he seals it with the up smash, calling out the jump. Big stock.
Now with the lead, only having 68% on him.
Zero might be back to vintage form here. Looking pretty nice. Tax platform kind of getting in the way of that footstool combo again. Nice back air. The cliche, but it comes into play here, reading that option very well.
He tries to get the nair, but Zero stalling his own recovery right there, recognizing the situation that Ned wanted him to be in.
Ned finally having an opportunity to have this limit in the neutral. I feel like he's been getting that limit while he was recovering a lot of times, immediately having to burn it, and this aids that movement so well. All right, being very safe with his back air, camping it out very nicely, waiting for Zero to throw out that unsafe little option, spacing it beautifully with the disjoint.
And there's that weaving that you were talking about earlier, actually, and catches Zero, not holding shield right there as he tried to approach Ned.
Having all day on that taxi platform to charge that limit. Zero does get his banana, throws it up, but it will disappear in the blink of an eye. Zero looking to catch a double jump high, which if you could hit him with that forward air and the double jump was gone, that's a bad spot to be in.
Ooh, but does not get punished with not clipping the ledge there, too. Oh, I was expecting like a down smash there.
Yeah, I don't know why Zero didn't pull the trigger, but
He was being a little bit patient, probably trying to understand the positioning that where Ned was.
and this is a large enough lead here for Zero, and he's continuing to pressure it. Ned does have limit though, and you cannot count out Cloud with limit. We've seen that in that set versus JJ Rockets.
Yep.
You can just take one edge guard situation and then aggressively cross slash.
And with Rage too, but he has to burn his limit there to make it back into the stage safely. And Zero with this tech chase, that up air not doing it just yet.
The big hitbox of that neutral coming in the clutch though for Ned. Buying him a little bit of time and spot dodging left and right. It's going to be Ned who flinches and Zero gets the grab.
And picks up the banana using that up air.
Back throw from the far side of Smashville, not going to be enough. That back air, great roll get up, red there by Zero, and that's a 2-0 lead. Ned kind of shaking his head. No, Zero might have his number this time.
Yep. Ned didn't want the run back, but Zero looking at Ned in the game as if he's just not going to let the same situation happen as before.
Zero looks calm and collected there on this stage. He does not look phased. He's like, yep, you got me in losers the one time, but fool me twice, shame on me.
Exactly. And we are coming back to Lylat.
Where it all ended in the first set. Let's see if this stage can come in the clutch for Ned again. And I do like Lylat a lot for Cloud because he can just pressure these low-hanging platforms super well, especially with these French fries coming in twice in a row, getting big damage.
French fries. You're right, actually. Oh my goodness!
But it's not enough.
But the fact that he recovered high was a huge mistake on Ned's part, and he was going to lose a stock because of it.
Paying the ultimate price.
You know, the tilting the stage really would help Ned kind of extend on the side Bs and just getting all this percent. But it doesn't matter.
Over.
Wow. Oh my goodness. What a quick game 3. A little painful. Ned kind of feeling it hurt right now in his chest. He's like, oh man, you really got me good.
He's mad. He's not even mad. Look at that. He's laughing it off. Okay, that's... Ned feels good about his tournament results today, as he should. Very impressive 4th place coming out. And even though the last game was kind of a dumpster fire, to put it lightly.
It looked exciting in the very beginning, and then suddenly...
Yup.
Got downer twice.
That's one of those spots where UR needs to invest in like one of those canes to just yank him off the stage.
Oh my!
Like, you're out of here. Get out.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was Ned's run, and...
But you know what that means?
What?
These two.
Oh, you're right.
These two.
This is actually something that I've been waiting for